Good day, welcome to AYI Training Center. I'm Emery Lukombo. I will be discussing about Photoshop tutorial in 10 minutes on how you can use a Photoshop and design a book art, as well convert a normal image to a sketch pencil. Shop a new document, size a 6 size, and use a landscape and create. So this is my document. So I'm going to insert a background. So I'm going to use any image. So if you have the image on the table, you can use any image. So as I use this image, and you will have to put a measurement. So I'm going to use 200 pixel. I'm going to put 1000. And I'm going to also use 200. So I'm going to use 1.5. So now I'm going to get the center. So my center will be this is my center, 115. That's going to be my center. So now I'm going to make a gap about 25 pixel. I'll make it 35 pixel for the gap. At the same time on this side here, this is 90. I will make minus 35. So it's going to be 65. I'm going to use a pen tool. So I'm going to take my pen tool. So I get my first point here, my 1 point, and this is my second point, third point, fourth point, 6. Just put in the corner as you can see. And when I finish, I'm going to convert this to a shape. Convert this, define a customer shape, book, and then I say okay. Then now what I'll do now, I'm gonna go to the shape and then get to the shape that I create. Go to the customer, and from the customer you get the shape that I create. So I'm gonna hold here and draw that shape. Now I get my shape now, yes. So I'm gonna go to direct tool to arrange properly my shape. So if I go to my direct tool, I must be on the same positions. So I'm done. And I'm gonna change this shape color to black as my cover page. I'm gonna duplicate the same shape. Duplicate same shape and then resize it a little bit. So then change the shape color to white. Now automatically this become our page. I think I'm gonna go for the bottom one. So what I'm gonna go to effect and apply a bevel. Much I put like about 10. And say okay. Now the same thing, you do the same thing for the top one also. I'm also gonna add a bevel. So I think this is enough. It's look really like it's give a form of a book. So you duplicate another one. And I duplicate another one, and then you also resize this one. And when you resize, do not size too much. If you want more pages to duplicate more, it's up to you. I'm gonna duplicate the fourth one, but it's up to you. And if you see this look too big, you can minimize the bevel. You go to effect and go to bevel. You can click effect and minimize the effect size. You can make it a little bit down. So far we've created our book. Now I'm gonna remove these things because sometimes I don't like when I work this. This was just my guide to view. So I'm gonna draw a shape, a rectangular shape, my shape. So I'm gonna change this color blue. I'm going to use the direct tool and move. Okay, now I'm gonna insert the image. I'm gonna use this image. Then I'm gonna clip mask it, create a clip mask, out inside that place now. Here, let me minimize this so that I can have all the view. We're gonna convert this image to pencil sketch. So the first thing, I'll change this image to black and white. I'm gonna go to filtering and then go to camera and filtering. And what you need to do when you come to here, just increase your saturations, make your saturation, and the image will be black and white. So I can evaporate, but it's fun like this. Okay, then I'm gonna then the image turn black and white. The next thing, I'm gonna duplicate this image, duplicate, and then I have extra copy. Now this new copy, convert it to smart. The reason why I want to convert to smart object is that anything you apply, if not happy, you can still go change it. Just go to filter and then convert to smart object. So from here, the second layer now here, so click this image and then go to you can say Control Alt, or you can go to image and you got to invert, then invert. So when you invert the image, so you can see as I use a smart object, I can remove this invert, go back. That's a benefit for smart object. Click the image and then apply the color dodge. So you see the image change. Don't worry, you just need to say and just go to filter, blur, and use a Gaussian blur. Then you can blur it. It'll look like, you can see now it's not changing the view as a sketch. I'll put about 9. So you can still come back to adjust it, but as you see, I use a smart object. If I'm not happy, I can still come click twice here, select twice here, and then adjust, add more blur or Gaussian blur, or minimize it. Use 8. So I say 8, I finish. Okay, next one, I'm gonna duplicate this one, as you see. So when I duplicate this one, the first layer, I'm gonna change this shape color to black. Okay, my background color is black now. Now, make sure everything are all clip in this rectangle. So I'll come here and also clip this, get the clip marks, everything in a rectangular. It must all be inside this rectangular. So the next thing now, I'm gonna drag this thing on top. The new copy, you can see this is a blank copy, this is the original, and this is the one where we applied invert and smart filter. Now the top one, we're going to apply the sketch filtering to make like lines on it. But before I do so, I'll convert this to smart object. Click and then I convert it to smart object. So after convert to smart object, I'm going to go to filter. From filter, then I'm going to go to gallery, filter gallery. Okay, as you can see here, there are a lot of group here. There is art, brush, stroke, but we're going to use a sketch view. Sketch view, we got different type of view. You can see from here, if you don't see much, you can look what view do you want. I'm going to use a photograph sketch. So when I finish, I say, okay. Make sure before you go to filter, you must have your color must be black, because if your color is red, it's gonna see this effect for sketch will be look red. So because you want to have like a pencil, so we consider black. Now the next step, now we're gonna multiply this one. So the sketch, and then we go to here and we multiply with the bottom, and you can see now. Look at the benefit for sketch. It looks like a really like it's draw in a pencil as we convert the image. Now the benefit of using a smart object, I can so go change, adjust until I get a nice view that I want for my sketch to look like something was drawing with a pencil. Tap all the information. All the information was tapped by using a text. So only today you get a text box. This is a text box. You get a text box, and then you text box, and then you tap your text box. After you finish the text box, you choose your font, and then you pack it the way you want to pack it. So just hold your text box, you can drag it, position it the way I position it thing now. Now everything we did is to save time, and at the final step you can merge everything. At the end of the video, so what I'll do now here, I'm gonna first hide this and hide the background, and then I'll merge all the other item remaining and merge visibility. So all those, and then I can display. I don't need this background. I can display my background. Now this become one image, so I can move it. So you can take this and use it in many places. I can use this book maybe on the tip of a table and minimize, resize it. Thanks. Do not forget to leave your message.